All right, so snow moved in a little bit sooner than expected, but it really hasn't been too heavy. The heavy stuff now showing up just off the south coast, but at the same time, we're watching that temperature rise. It's above freezing now out over all of Cape Cod. It's raining on Martha's Vineyard. It's raining on Nantucket. Heavy, heavy snow right now over Long Island, but look at the temperatures creeping up there. Light, spotty snow for the most part. It's been a pretty easy morning commute overall. A lot of debate about the school closings today. We feel that from the coast to Providence, it really wasn't warranted to cancel school today because the commute is not bad this morning. There will be a burst of snow, but it'll happen when the kids would have been in school. And by the time the kids would be getting out this afternoon, we expect it to be changed over to rain. Again, coast to Providence. It's a much, much tougher call. Every time I bring this up, people say, well, what about Northwest Rhode Island? I'm not talking about Northwest Rhode Island. Cumberland, North Smithfield, Burrillville, you're going to have an extended period of snow, and a cancellation probably the right move up in that area. But elsewhere, southeastern New England, south and east of I-95, I think you could have had school today, but kids get another day off. Just think about that though when you're in school in late June. All right, so here's what's going on as far as the snowfall intensity rates. Again, the lighter blue shading here indicates light snow. You see the rain out there on the Cape and the islands. And then you'll also see heavy snow showing up. This is more of a New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Western Massachusetts snowstorm than it is a southeastern New England snowstorm. One area I'm concerned about would be the western half of Kent County and this northwest corner of Washington County, where the colder air might hang on long enough, and you're going to get into this heavier snow first. So you got mild air coming in from basically east to west and also coming up from the south. But before it gets there from the south, you've got this real heavy band of snow, which will probably move in. So these areas that I have in 1 to 3 might see more along the lines of 3 to 6. Still expecting 3 to 6 most of northwestern Rhode Island. Outside chance that it hangs on to be 6 to 10 in the highest elevations of the northwestern part of Rhode Island. Worcester County, you're in for about 6 to 10. Providence area still expecting 1 to 3 inches of snow. And same deal down in southeastern Rhode Island, southeastern Massachusetts, and maybe even less than that. Dusting to 1 inch right around Buzzards Bay, and then a little bit more as you get a bit farther inland. Boston's very close call between picking up just a couple of inches of snow and 4 or 5 inches of snow, and heavy snow expected all the way up into southern New Hampshire, southern Vermont. Berkshire is going to get hit really hard. Albany going to get it pretty hard as well from this storm. So it tracks close to the coast. Again, the thrust of the heaviest snow is back in here, and it's moving north. We'll get a piece of it in Rhode Island for a couple of hours. I would say between about 8:30 and 10:30 or 11 o'clock this morning from the coast to Providence. That's the best time to expect some heavy snow to be moving through. After that, there's likely to be a changeover to rain. And speaking of rain, you know, the Doppler radar is really cool. We can put it in these different modes to really get a great idea about where it's rain and where it's snow. That's a rain line right in there, those brighter colors. So that is already creeping across Buzzards Bay and heading for Newport. So by the time this heavier band, which you can see right in here, this is snow. By the time this moves in, you've also got this milder air moving in. When we look at a different radar, we'll switch over to the one on Long Island, and this is all rain in here. And this is all moving to the north. It'll be crossing Long Island this morning. So you've got mild air coming in from 2 different areas, and therefore we're not expecting the snow to last for all too long in southeastern New England. Again, it hangs on longer northwestern Rhode Island, watching western Kent County, northwestern Washington County closely. Same deal for eastern Connecticut and Worcester County for an extended period of some wet and heavy snow. And then there's the rain factor with this storm. I expect that there will be 1 to 2 inches of rain that comes during the afternoon. Ice-clogged storm drains could be a slow commute as far as puddles go. But again, we don't typically cancel school when there are heavy rainstorms coming. We just deal with it in New England and drive slowly on the road. So I don't think that the rain that's coming this afternoon would have been enough to warrant any school cancellations in southeastern New England. It may end as a touch of snow late tonight. It doesn't look like it'll accumulate too much. A dusting to 1 inch is possible around tomorrow morning's commute, and there is the chance of some more snow over the weekend.